All right, so we are live. Welcome, Colton. It's exciting to get back into a live stream and do some more live training. So, for those of you that don't know who we are or what we do, my name is Brandon. I'm the CEO of ReverseSelling.com. With me, we've got the president of ReverseSelling.com, Colton Fisher. We train and coach real estate agents really all over the country. We've got some agents all over the world, which is really cool. And we used to do a lot more of these live stream trainings, which we're going to get back into doing a lot more. And so tonight, we're really focused on, Colton, teaching the audience what they can do at the beginning of every single month that top producers do so that they can grow their real estate sales business and their personal brand. So a couple of house cleaning things. If you're watching this on Facebook and or on YouTube, you can ask questions. You can engage with Colton and I, and we will bring your question on live, and we will unpack the question, make sure we answer all your questions before we're done tonight. So you can go back and watch this recording, and all of the resources, Colton, that we share with people. And for those of you guys watching, you can find these in our Facebook group. That group is called Get Listings. It's our reverse selling community. It's a free Facebook group. Colton, you want to just pull that up on screen for these guys to join the group?
Absolutely. Let me share that for you guys.
Perfect.
So yeah, if you just go into Facebook and type in Get Listings, it should be one of the first ones that pop up. So hopefully you guys can all see that. So here it is. Just request to join the group and comment on the first post here. If you guys want some of the checklists and the things that we're doing for tonight's training, we'll make sure we send it out to you. So just check that out.
Perfect. What's up, Victor? Welcome everybody. All right, so we're going to jump right into it. Respect your guys' time. And so again, tonight we're talking about 6 different strategies, 6 different things that we really focus on with our coaching clients to every single month. These are the things that top producers do month in and month out to ensure their business is tracking towards the goal, Colton, that they set at the beginning of the year. So let's jump into the first strategy. And if you guys have any questions, regardless of where you're watching, you can put them into the chat and we will make sure we get all those answered. So the first thing that I recommend at the beginning of every single month is to do what I call a monthly business review. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you exactly what I recommend that you do. Let me pull this up. All right, let me do this.
Perfect.
All right, beautiful. So you guys are looking at our business plan template. If you guys want to get a copy of this, just like we mentioned before, just join our Facebook group. We'll get you a copy of this. I think they can probably download this too directly. Colton, if you want to show a link on screen where they can download this business plan template, feel free. You guys can do that as well. So at the end of every single month, the first thing we've got to consider is scheduling time to work on the business. Now, working in the business is something you guys are all used to. Prospecting, meeting with people, following up with leads, going on appointments, inspections, closings. Those are all in the business activities. This is a working on the business activity. So in the business plan template that you guys can all have access to for free, you can download this. I put in a section at the end of the business plan, starting right here with January. Obviously, I'm going to go to June because we just ended. So the first thing we're going to do is, what was the goal in June? How many people did your business plan say you need to talk to every single month? Okay, so let's just use this as an example. And let's just say your business plan says that you have to talk to 20 people a day. Okay, so that's 100 people a week. The goal is to talk to 400 people per month. Well, the first step is what I call stepping on the scale, being honest with what you actually did. So put it in here. How many contacts did you actually make? Well, Brandon, you know what? I only talked to 300 this month. Okay, that's okay. We're being honest. We're seeing what we actually did. How many leads was your goal? Well, how many leads were you supposed to generate in the month of June to ensure you stay on track with your goal? Well, let's just say it's a 10% conversion from contact to lead generated. So at the end of this month, as of yesterday, you should have generated 40 leads. Well, how many did you actually generate? And you put that number in here, so on and so forth. How many listing appointments did you need to set? How many listing appointments did you need to go on? How many listings did you need to take? How many listings you needed to sell? And how much money did you ultimately need to earn in the month of June to be on track for your 12-month income goal? Because what you can do, if you scroll up at the beginning of the business plan, and we'll do another training on how to create this business plan, but that's for another time. And if you go into part 4, which is the blueprint, this is what you should have completed already. Okay, we're 50% already through the year, Colton. And so this is a great time to be doing this exercise to say, well, wait a minute. Are we on track, or am I on pace for what I thought I was going to do at the beginning of the year? Well, we need to do this every single month. So we need to go ahead and complete that section. That's the first thing that we want to do. After we input our numbers, okay, let me go back to June here. We input all of our numbers. You can see that at the bottom of each page in the monthly business review, you can take notes. And the question I want you to ask yourself is, what do you need to do next month? Now that we're in July, today's July 1st, what do you need to do in July to get back on track or to stay on track? So this is an exercise that's very powerful because you have to look at, okay, this was my goal. When I got excited, when I was fired up, when I was talking to my friends and other agents in the office, I told everybody, this is what I wanted to accomplish. Well, this is what I ended up doing. And so what are the things I need to improve on in the month of July? What do I need to continue doing, and what do I need to absolutely stop doing? So once you complete this section, you can then move on and create your new 30-day plan. So under the goals section, you're going to go ahead and put your goals right back in here. So I recommend, based on the business plan, are you on track, you off track, adjust the numbers accordingly. So we go 400 contacts, 40 leads generated. Let's just say you're going to set, we'll just say 12 appointments. You're going to go on 8 of those. You're going to take 50% and you're going to sell 3. And then you're going to make $20,000 this month, as an example, whatever your business plan suggests. This is the first thing, Colton, that top producers do every single month. We have to be honest and we have to assess, what were we supposed to do? What did we actually do? And be honest about what we need to change, and then create a 30-day plan. Because here's what I know. When we create a 12-month business plan, it's very easy to get lost, throw those things away, and I'll make you a bet. For all of you guys watching, comment below. Let me know, do you still have a copy of the business plan that you made in January? Let me know. What do you want to add to step 1, Colton? Anything I missed that you want to add?
Well, why do you think people have such a hard time committing to a plan and then following through with it? I mean, that seems, with all the agents we work with and talk to every day, that seems to be the hardest part. Like, we know what to do and we get ready to do it. And sometimes we might even start doing it, but why do you think people stop?
I think that it's because their relationship with accountability. And here's what I mean by that. So we build the plan off of excitement. My definition of commitment is doing the work long after that excitement has gone, right? And so what ends up happening, this is why you see people fall off their New Year's resolutions so fast, so quickly all the time, is we create the plan, we get super excited about the plan, we share the plan with everybody, get everybody all hyped up, all excited, and then it's time to start doing the work when we're not getting the reward, we're not getting the dopamine, right, that we did when we shared the plan with everybody, right? Because that felt very good. We got good endorphins. We got a couple dopamine hits. But then when everybody stops looking and you have to start doing the work by yourself, it doesn't become fun anymore. It becomes boring. It becomes mundane. And then what ends up happening is people refuse to step on the scale. And what I mean by that figuratively, right, is because they haven't done the work, it's hard for them to accept where they're at, their own reality. That is my definition of accountability, is being vulnerable, Colton, to say, this is what I actually did this month. And for most realtors, if you followed them around with a stopwatch, if you follow them around, I think what most agents would tell you is they wouldn't be proud to share with their family what they did over the past 30 days. And that's the truth. And so what this exercise does, what top people do, people that are making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, $1 million a year every single year selling real estate, is they're very honest. They're very vulnerable of, hey, this was my plan. This is what I actually did. Where were the differences and where do I need to make adjustments? Low producers, people that can't accept their reality, refuse to look at the truth. Therefore, I'm not going to track my numbers because here's the secret. You ready? I don't want to know the answer. It's too painful to step on the scale. It's too painful to look in the mirror. It's too painful to track my numbers and see, damn, I sought out to make 400 contacts. I only made 40, right? Don't tell anybody. I don't want to share that with anybody, but I think that's what's happening most of the time.
Yeah. And that ends up being so much more painful than the actual pain of the mundane work of doing it every day. And I think a lot of people haven't had the ability to go through that long enough to see far enough ahead to weather through that. So, but no, that's great.
Yeah, 100%. All right. So before we move on to strategy number 2, is the stream all good on YouTube, on Facebook? You think everything's coming through okay?
Yep, we're looking good.
All right, beautiful. Strategy number 2, because I don't want to keep you guys here all night. Strategy number 2 is what we call the monthly prospecting blitz. You see, a couple cool things happen on the first day of the month in real estate. One of those things is when you look at one of the best lead pillars, one of the best ways to get now business, like listings right now, is expired listings, right? And so on the first day of every month, even though we're in a hot seller's market, we're not seeing a lot of for sale by owners and expireds. On the first day of the month, we still see a ton. Matter of fact, when we looked today in our market, Colton, there was over 300. There were over 300
in a day.
Yeah, in a day, in one day, there was over 300 expired listings, canceled, withdrawn listings today only. So on the first day of the month, what top producers do, what we suggest all of you watching this at home do, is mark the first day of the month. I would prefer you block that entire day to do nothing but make outbound prospecting phone calls. Set yourself 3, 4, 5 listing appointments on the first day of the month so that you can get yourself back on track. You can get yourself to start off every single month coming out of the gate with a bunch of listing appointments. And so the first day of every month, what we call the prospecting blitz, is doing just that, is scheduling time on the first day of every month, focusing on the low-hanging fruit. All the expired listings that hit the market on the first day of every month sets up an agent to come out of the gate every single month with some momentum. And it's a great way to start off every single month. Strategy number 3, let's talk about, this is a big one. So this is where we lose half the audience. Are you ready?
All right.
As soon as I ask agents to do what I'm about to tell them, this is where the audience says, oh, he's talking about making videos again. Time for me to leave. So the third thing I want you to do every month, okay? So on the first day of the month, you're prospecting, you're focused on all the opportunity that you have. The other thing that I want you to do in that first week of the month, and you can start thinking about this today, is your weekly content, and what I'm talking about specifically is video content strategy. What we recommend at reverseselling.com, what we have all of our students do, is make 1 video per week. And the way we want them to do that is by creating a Facebook Live show, just like this, hint, hint, to talk about the real estate market. Now, let me give you guys some strategies, okay? So every month you need to make 4 videos. So at the beginning of every single month, doesn't it only make sense to sit down, schedule out the 4 videos that you need to make for the month, schedule out the event, plan the video, have your bullet points, just like I do. I've got another computer screen I'm looking at right now with all my talking points. Schedule out all 4 video shoots in that first week of the month so it's off your plate. You know you got to do it anyways. You know you've got to get your Facebook Live video done. That's going to be the video, Colton, that they need to email out to their database with their video email of the week. Now, let me give you guys 4 strategies, because I know the questions are coming in to say, well, what kind of video should I make? What should I talk about? I don't know what to talk about. Let me just make it very, very simple. Here's the strategy we teach all of our coaching clients. Number 1, a market update. The first video of the month, you're going to grab the real estate market update from your local MLS, grab the stats, and in your Facebook Live show, here's a couple pro tips. Do it on the same day of the week, the same time of the week, so you can start building an audience and building momentum with your Facebook Lives every single week. But the first week of the month, do a real estate market update. Take the stats from your local MLS, have them on a piece of paper, and talk through them on your Facebook Live and what they mean. Now, to you, they might seem simple. Absorption rate to you might seem simple. Days on market might seem simple. But these are the things driving the real estate market. If you can express and explain these things on camera, and you can articulate them well, you could start building influence in your local community. You can start positioning yourself as an expert. You want your sphere of influence and your personal brand to grow? Get on camera and start articulating what's happening with the marketplace. Cool. You want to add anything to that?
Nope, that's great.
All right, beautiful. The second video of the week, or of the month, I should say, is simply a real estate tip. We're going to make 2 of those, okay? So the second and the 4th week are going to be a real estate tip, real estate strategy. This is where, Colton, I want them to teach their community, the people that follow them on social media. I want them to teach their audience about real estate, right? Here's a couple examples. So what causes houses to sell for top dollar? Do open houses still work? You know, should you accept the first offer? You know, who pays for the home inspection? What happens if the appraisal comes in low? Can I back out of the deal? These are all things, all topics that real estate agents deal with on a daily basis that are all great video topics. So we're going to make 2 of those per month. And then in week 3, we want you to interview one of your referral partners. Just like this, you can use Zoom, you can use StreamYard, interviewing your referral partners. Now, a lot of them might be asking, well, Brandon, Colton, what do you mean referral partners? Well, I'm talking about other professionals that are also working with people that need to buy and sell a house. And so you're going to help to promote their business on your social media once a month. And in return, you want to position yourself to be an extension of the service they provide. Imagine doing this with a local insurance agent in your town, a local divorce attorney in your town, a local CPA, a local financial planner, local mortgage loan officer, right? These are all examples of professions that are talking with people that have the need to buy and sell real estate. So let me recap. The first week of the month, Colton, we want them to do a real estate market update video. They do that on their Facebook Live show. That gets emailed out to the database. That's week 1. Week 2, you're going to do a real estate tip video. Same time, same day in week 2 on your Facebook Live show. Then you're going to email that to the database. Week 3, you're going to do a referral partner interview on your show. Then you're going to email that out to the database. And then week 4, you're going to do another real estate tip, email that out to the database. Any questions you guys have, let us know. Put them in the chat. I will do my best to make sure I get through all the questions. Any questions on strategy number 3? Cool.
You know who does a good job with this? It's not one of the ones you mentioned, but I know he does a lot of just property tours of his listings, is Austin Cook, right? In our coaching program, I think the first 6 months, he's already sold over 8 million. And he's been doing so well with his content. He's been really consistent with it,
Well, that's the thing. I mean, I think that as real estate agents, we're so focused on being the practitioner that we lose sight that we are also trying to build a brand. We're also direct salespeople, that we have to win top of mind with our people in our sphere of influence. If we want them to think of us when they go to buy or sell a home, well, how do we win that top of mind awareness? Well, social media and video right now is the best, easiest, and it's a free strategy for everyone to take advantage of.
Yep.
All right, so let's jump into strategy number 4. Strategy number 4. You're going to do this at the beginning of every single month, okay? At the beginning of every month, we want you to schedule out two happy hours per month. Well, Brandon, what do you mean happy hours? Explain that to me. Okay, so twice a month, we want you to invite your referral partners, past clients, current prospects, sphere of influence, influencers in your community to a local happy hour twice a month. You buy them a drink, you grab an appetizer, you pour into the relationship. If you want to start getting more referrals and more inbound business, well, the law of reciprocity states that the more you give, Colton, the more you what?
Receive.
The more you give. That's right. So we have to pour into the relationship. So how do we make a system out of that every single month? At the beginning of the month, we put 2 happy hours on our calendar. And then our job is, when we're prospecting daily, is to get 3 to 5 people inside of our top 100, inside of our database, to that happy hour. These are strategic people you want to have at your happy hour. Okay, again, referral partners, past clients, centers of influence, current prospects. These are people that can help grow your business. Twice a month, we want you to get 3 to 5 of those people at a local happy hour. Go to a local hotspot, go to the same one, the same days of the month, the same time, so you get to know the managers, the entire wait staff, the bartenders. So when you walk in, you're like a celebrity. What's up, Brandon? What's happening? Right? And so all your people that are with you at that happy hour are like, damn, you start to continue to build influence. Okay.
I'll just say just to prove that point, I promise every single one of you watching, every time I've gone anywhere with Brandon to eat anywhere in his market, we've been to 50 different places. Everyone knows him. And it's just like, and so just that alone gives you that level of authority. It's great.
Yeah. And that's the thing, right? I think, again, sometimes people get lost in so narrow-minded, okay, all Brandon talks about is prospecting over the phone. Is that the only way to grow? No, it's not the only way to grow the business. That's one strategy. So pull up Edgar's question. Yep. Question. So what's the question there?
So any advice to get leads from divorce attorneys or leads from builders and do construction?
Yeah. All right. So great question, Edgar. Appreciate you asking that. So getting leads from divorce attorneys. Yeah. So the way in which you want to do this, a lot of agents ask this, and they believe that the way they have to get business from a divorce attorney or referral partner is offering some type of magic potion or some type of taking them to baseball games or giving them things, right? That's not how we win with divorce attorneys or any referral partners. What we have to do is be an expert in that specific niche, Edgar, and then go and communicate that to the divorce attorney. Let me give you an example. Because Edgar, what you want to do is you want to be an extension of the service they offer. And so imagine a world, you're an attorney, Edgar, and you're a divorce attorney. 80% of your cases that you're working on end up having a real estate transaction or 2 or 3. Most have 2, right? The divorcing couple has to sell the marital home. And many times they each buy a new home. It's 3 real estate transactions in a divorce case. And if you're the attorney, Edgar, you need those transactions to happen in order to settle the case and for you to get paid. Now, if you don't have any experience in divorce real estate listings, well, you're going to make that case for both attorneys a living nightmare. So now imagine a world. You go and educate yourself on becoming a divorce real estate specialist. This is something we talk about in our coaching program all the time. You position yourself, you become an expert. Now you go out there and you start calling and you start prospecting, you start networking with divorce attorneys. You start scheduling lunch meetings, and you can talk the way in which positions you as a divorce real estate expert. Now, the divorce attorney has to refer out a real estate agent, because the divorcing couples, the judge won't let them pick a realtor because they can't agree on anything. Hint, hint, they're getting a divorce. So now the attorneys have to pick the realtor. Well, now you become that extension of the service. They say, listen, I got a guy, Edgar Gonzalez, knows more about divorce real estate than anybody in the market. He will stand up in court. He will testify via his CMA. This is who needs to handle this real estate transaction. Imagine you have 5, 10, 15 divorce attorneys that are referring you 2-3 listings per month, right? So the goal is to position yourself in a way that a divorce attorney can trust you when they refer a client to you, that you know what you're doing when it comes to divorce real estate. So remember, you don't win these relationships by taking them to basketball games. Now, that can help, right? After you have the relationship and you guys are doing events together, you're going to happy hours together, you're going on vacations together, your kids are on the same basketball team. All those things help. But remember, the real value you give to a referral partner is by being an extension of the service they offer and doing a great job. It's just like, Edgar, your mortgage loan officer. What you want him or her to do when you refer a buyer is get the mortgage done with the best rates and fees and close on time. That's the best value your mortgage loan officer can give you. You like that a lot better than them bringing you donuts every Monday morning. I guarantee it. Then the second part of your question around builders, join a local builders association. It's all builders, okay? And what you want to do is get yourself in those local builder networks, and they meet monthly, a couple of times per month. That is the best way to break into relationships with builders and new construction. All right. Any other questions on that strategy for now, Colton?
Nope. Looks like that's the only one for now.
All right. Let's move on to strategy number 5. Again, we want to keep this to 30 to 45 minutes, so we're right on track. Strategy number 5. Every month, okay, if you're following my top 100 program, which is essentially your database referral driving system, you should have all of the birthdays of the people inside your top 100 in your schedule, in your calendar. So what we need to do, today's July 1st, Colton, what everybody needs to do is they need to go through the whole month of July and see who's got birthdays this month. Because 2 things need to occur every single month. Number 1, we've got to get out our birthday cards with a small gift. Now, a lot of our students use Mailbox Power to send out their birthday cards. You can send a box of chocolates, you can send cookies, you can send roses, or you can just send a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket with the birthday card. People love it. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to call. Yes, I know, I said call everybody in July that has a birthday on the day of their birthday to wish them a happy birthday. Because outside of your grandma, when's the last time you got a personalized phone call with somebody wishing you a happy birthday? Now, yeah, we got Facebook and you get blown up every time you have a birthday, but when's the last time you got a personalized phone call wishing somebody happy birthday? Probably not often. So now your birthday program consistently every month, right now, today's July 1st, maybe you got 6 people in your top 100 that have birthdays this month. So Colton, they need to send out 6 birthday cards with a $1 scratch-off lottery ticket in there with their business card, right? Asking them if they ever need anything to reach out, and then a personalized phone call wishing that person a happy birthday, okay? We're going to do that every single month. Strategy number 6, our last one on the list, and then we'll open it up for some questions, is the top 100 letter. So here's what's happening right now. When we look at open rates, nothing can touch direct mail. Not email, not Facebook ads, not phone calls, not door knocks. Nothing we do on digital, either online or offline, can even come close to the open rates like direct mail. This is why sending direct mail still has a place in 2021. This is the only thing we can do, Colton, that ensures that the vast majority of our top 100 is seeing us every single month. Because again, the goal for everybody watching this is to stay top of mind, to start earning referrals from the people that are buying and selling real estate. All right, so here's the structure of the letter, and I'm going to show them an example. And we'll give you guys an example. If you join our Facebook group, we'll get you guys a copy of it. So it has 5 parts, okay? Your monthly letters, okay? Stamps are 50 cents. It's going to cost you, if you have 100 people on there, it's going to cost you $50 to send this out every single month. You can use Mailbox Power to send out all of these to your top 100 automatically every single month. So they're seeing your face in their mailbox every single month. Number 1, you're going to have something personal. And I'm not talking about like being weird. I'm talking about maybe you're running a marathon. Maybe you're going on a vacation. Maybe you're growing your real estate team. Maybe you change real estate companies. Maybe, just something that's going on in your life so you can humanize yourself with your top 100. The second thing that needs to go in the letter are the real estate market stats, okay? Just simply numeric stats. The third thing that goes on the letter is your take on the market. What do those stats actually mean? And I'll show you an example in just a second, right? You're positioning yourself as a local market expert. So we've got the stats. We've got 2 to 3 sentences on what the numbers mean, what it relates to the homeowner. So there's some value there. Fourth, you can then spotlight a referral partner. Okay, so you can take your CPA, and in the month of July, in your letter to your database, your top 100, you can spotlight your CPA. Again, just more value you're giving to your referral partner, because why? What do we want? We want referral business. Well, you can't just sit there and be a beggar. Would you agree, Colton?
No.
I mean, that doesn't work real well with referral partners. This is because this is what a lot of lenders and title companies do, is they call people like you and I. They call realtors and say, hey, do you have any referrals for me? And they don't provide us any value. There's no relationship there. And that's just the worst. So we don't want to do that. So we can spotlight and add more value to our referral partners in our database letter every month. And the fifth thing is just a simple call to action. So let me share my screen and I'll show you guys an example of mine. So let me grab that. All right, can you see my screen?
Yep, here we go. There you go.
All right, so here's just an example of a letter, right? So it's on our company letterhead, and we just talk about something personal. I think this one I talked about when my family went skiing. We talked about here's the real estate numbers, what those numbers actually mean, and then it's just a simple call to action, right? If you have any real estate needs, or if you know somebody that's moving, I'd be honored if you would introduce me, and I'd love the opportunity to interview to earn their business. Thank you for your trust and your continued support. Sincerely, Brandon, on a company letterhead. Really simple, goes out every single month to everybody in your top 100 program. All right, so let me just, if you guys want to get a copy of this plan, we're going to have this in our Facebook group. Just go into Facebook, type in Get Listings. It's our reverse selling community. We just put a link in the chat. You guys can also grab that there. Thank you for that, Colton. And we're going to be doing a lot more of these moving forward. So every month, we're going to try to do another live training. So if there's something you guys would like to see from me specifically moving forward, you can always just, find me on Instagram, find me on YouTube, find me on Facebook, send me a message and say, hey, I'd love to see more about this topic or that topic. Is there any last questions that maybe we left out there?
See, Edgar, any book recommendations to build better relationships and communication skills?
Yes, 7 Levels of Communication. If you don't have that book, Edgar, you can probably put that in the chat too if you want, Colton. Yeah. 7 Levels of Communication will teach you how to build better relationships with people in your database. Because here's the other thing that I know. It's absolutely critical for you to prospect and build relationships with strangers as you're building your database. But the goal, let me be clear, the goal is to one day have so many relationships in the database that you're in relationship with, is what we call it, that you getting enough repeat and referral business for you to accomplish your financial income goals yearly without having to go and talk to additional strangers. Now, that doesn't happen over time. You've got to be patient, but that's the goal. So that book will really do a nice job. I think it's a really, really good read. If you haven't read that and you're in real estate, I think that's an absolute must read. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value from tonight's training. Make sure you guys go follow me. I do a lot of training stuff on YouTube, do a lot of training stuff on Instagram. Go and check us out there. If we can ever do anything for your real estate business, or if you want to schedule a one-on-one coaching consultation, you think that it makes sense for you to get into coaching and get some accountability in your business, in your real estate business, just go to reverseselling.com and you can schedule a one-on-one coaching consultation. You can learn what it means to work with our team, and then you can decide if working with us right now makes any sense or not. But we appreciate it. Good to see everybody. Have a great 4th of July, Colton. I appreciate it, buddy. And we'll talk to them soon.
See you guys.